So those are my 5 Marvel picks, guys. What are yours? Next is Kristen.
Is that a question?
Hey guys, and welcome back to Midtown Comics TV. Every week here at Midtown Comics, we get a ton of new comic books in on Wednesdays, and it can be a little overwhelming. So I brought in a team of people here to walk us through it. And I have over to my left, I've got Kareem over here.
Hello.
He'll be showing us the top 5 Marvel books, or his picks for the week. We got Mario covering DC, and I will be doing indies. So that being said, I'll take it away, guys.
Hey, Midtown Comics TV, it's Mario, and I'm going to share with you my 5 picks of the DC books this week. We're going to be starting with The Lolo Woods from the Hill House Comics imprint of DC Black Label. This is a horror story brought to us by writer Carmen Maria Machado and artist Danny. This is a wonderful first issue in a horror story where it doesn't reveal too much, but it gives you just enough background on the story to get you interested and scared. Pick number 2 is going to be Superman Smashes the Klan number 2. I love this book because not only is it brought to us by Jean Yun Lung and Guri Hiru, this is a wonderful 40s Superman tale that is loosely based on an old radio serial from that era. In those serials, Superman got a bunch of extra powers that he didn't have in the books, and this book does a nice way of illustrating not only that bigotry is wrong, but how Superman comes into those wonderful powers that we know and love. Pick number 3 is Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen by James Tynion IV, with art by Steve Epting. This book sets up how the DC universe is going to be going now that Lex Luthor has almost all the power in the universe and the Batman Who Laughs is running rampant. Our next pick is Suicide Squad number 1 from our Australian author and friend Tom Taylor, with art by Bruno Redondo. This tale builds a new Suicide Squad, and I'm not going to tell you how, but it's a very interesting read to see a bunch of new superheroes, well, villains actually, become part of the Suicide Squad. Yes, there will be some suicides. Our final pick of the week is Wonder Woman Dead Earth, another DC Black Label tale brought to us by artist and writer Daniel Warren Johnson. This is a post-apocalyptic tale where Wonder Woman is the only superhero to survive. This is an awesome first chapter in what I'm sure is going to be a very good story. Those are my 5 DC picks of the week. Before Kareem comes and gives us his 5 Marvel picks, let us know what your DC books of the week are in the comments below.
All right, welcome back, Midtown Comics TV. I'm doing my top 5 Marvel picks of the week. First up is Annihilation Scourge. So if you like Nova, Sentry, Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, fans of Cosmic Marvel, calling all of those cosmic fans, this one is epic, and all the mythology that deals with the Negative Zone is in this one. So up next we have 2099. This is a Doctor Doom cover. I like this. It's the villain of the week, I'd say. All the Miguel O'Hara fans, the Spider-Man 2099, pick this one up. This is art. This is futuristic Marvel right here. So this is basically deals with classic Spider-Man themes of responsibility, all that good Peter Parker stuff. So if you like that stuff, this is the one for you. Up next, we have The Eternals. So The Eternals is an upcoming MCU movie. Fans of the MCU will surely want to pick this one up. This is a legendary staple in the Marvel universe. This is done by Jack the King Kirby, one of the pillars of the comic book industry, and a master of the craft. So anyone who wants to go down nostalgic lane could grab this one. And we have Ghost Spider, fans of Spider-Verse. This is Spider-Gwen, guys. This is classic Spider-Man stuff. So this harkens back to a lot of the 70s Spider-Man crime stories. It also has a splash of fun with it. So if you're into that stuff, I highly recommend this one. Finally, we have the Star Wars, The Rise of Kylo Ren. So this is basically a Kylo Ren origin story. You're going to find out all the neat stuff about Kylo Ren, who Ben Solo was, how he was trained by Luke Skywalker, how he's seduced by the dark side of the Force. All of that stuff from The Force Awakens, like the Knights of Ren, and Charles Soule is right at home in the Star Wars universe with this one. So those are my 5 Marvel picks, guys. Let us know your picks of the week down below. Next up is Kristen with the indie picks.
Hey guys, it's Kristen here, gonna walk you through this week's new release indies. And I picked out 5 of my favorite books that are coming out this week. Since the new year is right around the corner, I picked all first issues for you. So no need to have any background on these books. You can just dive right in and have some new reading for the new year. So first up, we have Hardcore Reloaded. So if you guys are a fan of super tech and cool fight scenes, chase scenes, and violence, well, this is a great book for you. It's from writer Brandon Thomas and artist Francis Potella, and it's from Image Comics, so check it out. It's got some cool fight scenes, great art, always good to look forward to. All right. Next up, we have Read Only Memories. If this sounds familiar to you, it's because it's based on a video game. I believe it's called 2064 Read Only Memories. This is an IDW adaptation that follows in the same world as the game. It's kind of like a cyberpunk world with talking robots. And in this one, it's a detective, a private eye, who's searching for the long-lost love of a robot. So robots, love, Christmas, it all makes sense. It all goes together. Next one, we've got The Visitor. So this is the new book from Valiant. It is very similar to an old title that they had in the 90s, which was also called The Visitor, but this one is completely new, completely different. So it's a new story arc, new character, takes place modern times, but we've got some cool stuff in here. Cool tech, cool science, and allegedly it's going to connect to the larger Valiant mythos world as well. So if you're into the Valiant world, you definitely want to check out this one. It's Visitor #1. Next, we have a super secret book. So this book was titled Project Xmas. It's from Mark Millar and art by Peter Gross. As you can see, they kept it a secret because they wanted to reveal American Jesus to you. So this is a story that basically follows the story of Jesus, but in modern times. So instead of being a long time ago in a desert far, far away, this one takes place in America, and it's a young girl finds herself carrying perhaps the savior of the world. We'll see. You'll have to check out past issue 1 to get the full story, but the art inside is amazing, and it's definitely one to look forward to, especially with the Christmas season coming up. And last, my top pick for this week that I'm most excited about is this book here. It's called Gung-Ho. It's from Ablaze Comics. It's an interesting story. It reminds me of a lighthearted Walking Dead almost. Takes place in the future. It's apocalyptic. World is ending, and cities are the safe place. The world is called the Danger Zone, which I like a lot. It follows 2 brothers who basically have been kicked out of every orphanage and city out there for causing trouble. So they get sent to, I guess you'd call it, well, they get sent into the Danger Zone. So lots of adventure there. Definitely want to look forward to. And my favorite thing about this book is the art. So I don't know if you guys can get a good look at that, but it's got this really beautiful art style to it. Definitely one to check out. A little creepy, a little funny, lots of fun. And those are my top 5 indie picks. You can comment below. Tell me what your picks you're looking forward to coming out this new comic book day. And I'm going to bring the rest of the group out, and we're going to share with you our #1 overall pick for the week, our spotlighted comic, and we'll show you what we're all in unanimous agreement looking forward to the most. So we'll be right back with that.
So this week, our ultimate pick for the best book of the week is Doomsday Clock #12 from DC, which rounds out the Doomsday Clock saga, which is the sequel to Watchmen, which is arguably one of the best graphic novels ever written. So we're each going to give a little bit of our own take on what our favorite thing about it was. I really, throughout the entire run, the art has been top notch.
Ooh, yes.
Every single issue, the art is top notch. Even if you don't fully fully comprehend what's going on, and if you don't remember what you read from the last issue to when the next issue came out, I think the art has been 100% top notch. The story itself is very good. I'd like to sit down and read 1 through 12.
Yeah,
all
can't
together.
wait for the trade.
Yeah, because I think that's going to make for a much better story. Because honestly, I read 11 3 months ago.
Yeah,
it's been a couple months.
Been a while.
It hasn't been that long, but it's been a couple months. I remember the majority of what I've read so far, but I think a full-on 1 through 12 read will really do this series justice. I like how this ends. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Kareem, what did you think about this?
I thought it was an optimistic. I like the themes of this story. So Watchmen is a very kind of downer. It's very kind of deconstructing the superhero identity. This kind of reconstructs that idea. And I really like what Jeff Johns is doing. It's kind of the counterbalance to Watchmen. So thematically, I enjoyed a lot of these ideas. I thought the DC superheroes actually, taught the Watchmen heroes something about heroism and about idealism. And it's focused more on Superman. So this is it's a great Superman story. And I thought that was really interesting. And I agree with Mario. I think Gary Frank really drew his heart out in these couple stories. And, they were a little late, but, it's always been a joy to read this stuff. Kristen, what did you think?
Wow. Doomsday Clock has been such a wild ride this whole way through. Marionette and Mime are probably some of my favorite villains I've ever seen. I know they're not a huge part of the story, but they were super cool. Loved the outfits, obviously. And it was really cool seeing a more human side of Dr. Manhattan, where they kind of, explore.
Agreed.
Yeah. But I think it's cool because of what they're doing with the show as well. And I feel like they're trying to tie that human piece to it, and I don't want to say reinvent the character because he's always had a little something. Obviously he used to be human, so he still has some of that. But I thought it was a cool take on the character, and no spoilers, but the ending, the last panel was
Must have.
Was a fun one. So it's definitely something to look forward to.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and join us next week for New Comic Book Day here at Midtown Comics.